Good morning, friends. Today for art time, I thought we would go along with our story and we would try to draw Clifford the big red dog. But the picture I love from him for my book, he's actually smiling when he gets his teeth checked. So that's what we're going to try to do today, okay? So I'm going to try to draw it in Sharpie today. I really do love to draw everything in pencil, but I know it's harder for you guys to see on the video. So I'm going to try to draw in Sharpie. I'd love to be able to correct my mistakes, but that's okay. So this is the top of his head. And now we need to make the bridge of his nose. And then his nose rounds up and comes down, and so that's like his nose. And this is the top of his lip going down, and it kind of curves, and then it goes back up into a smile. I know it's hard to see what that is, but then about the middle of his nose here, I'll show you where the nose is. Okay, in the middle of his nose, his other lip comes down. She's actually holding his lip out, but I'm gonna make his lip come down over his teeth. So I think I'll wait on that part. I'm gonna go back over here because all I'm really doing is I'm looking at the picture and following it around and trying to just do what I see that it's doing. Okay, it's not looking much like him yet, but just give it time. I think it will. And then his other eye is nice and big. We're just seeing part of the eye on that side. So on this side, we have a nice big oval for his eye. Just not a very good oval, which is why it should have been a pencil. And you can see that eye there. And then he needs a little eyebrow over it too. And he has a couple of wrinkles on his forehead. And then here he has his ear coming down and it runs off the page. And we're gonna do that for hours too, have his ear running off the page and up. And then down here, let's see, from his curve of his smile, this is where the bottom of his mouth starts. And then it curves down and back. And then in here, he has teeth. And I'm just gonna do the outer edge of them right now. And that just kind of gives me an idea where I need this lip to go, which comes down and out, and that's awful, but okay, that's my modification of it. I think it'll be fine once we get all the coloring and everything done. And then here we have his paw coming out because he's actually laying down while he's having this done, and so he's going to need his little toes on there. And then on the other side of it, you have his other paw, which part of the top of it is hidden by his head, that he's laying his head on it. All right, so now we need some teeth in here. And so I'm just very simply gonna go in here and make a line that runs up to here. And then we're going to make little lines in both of those little sections that show his teeth. And they don't have to be perfect, but I want him to have 2 rows of teeth. Okay, does it look like Clifford? I'm not sure yet. Let's color him. And so he's going to have, where's the black going to be? The black is going to be on the nose. I'm just going to use my black marker for that today. And I'm coloring side by side, and I need to make sure and fill in all the white. So if I leave it like that, does that look like a nose? No. I have to go back and make sure I get it all filled in. I want my nose to look black when I'm done. And you can, of course, do this with a black marker or a crayon or paint, whatever you'd like to use, or a colored pencil. Okay, and then his eye. A little bit outside the line there. What do you think? Starting to look like Clifford? Maybe a little. I bet if we make him red, it'll look more like Clifford. All right, because Clifford is the big red dog after all. And this is probably my least favorite part of my drawing, is where I improvised and try to make his lip coming down. I'm not sure it looks very natural. But I'm doing nice coloring, and I'm going side to side, trying to get it all colored in. Side by side. This is probably a little bit more advanced drawing for you guys, and I don't expect yours to look just like mine, but I just want to see how great y'all's turn out, because we have had some of the most amazing artwork turned in lately. I've been so impressed with how everybody tries so hard, and their coloring is looking so much better than earlier in our school year. We're taking our time and we're doing nice work and getting all of our area filled in nicely. I know my camera wiggles while I color, but it's because I don't have a tripod that stands on the floor. It actually attaches to the table. This is a new one that I'm using today to see if it would work better. And it's occurred to me with all these art videos and crayons that I'm doing that I'm going to need to get on Amazon and order some more crayons, because that's one of the things I didn't bring home. I only brought home one box of crayons, and believe it or not, I don't own any more. That's kind of crazy. They're all at school. I do have markers though, so we could do some lessons in markers or paint. I have all of that. So my hand's getting tired. I'm adjusting my hold a little bit, but I'm being very careful to make sure that I'm going back and forth and staying side by side to color in the white area, and I'm not getting outside of the lines, so it will still look like Clifford when we're done. Now, if you drew yours in pencil, you're going to want to make sure and go back with a marker and highlight your eyebrows and the areas that need to be that dark black after you color with the red crayon, because you want them to show up. Because if Clifford doesn't have eyebrows, he's going to look really funny. Don't you think? And the reason I'm moving to another spot on him is my hand's just getting tired of going that direction. And that's okay to choose another spot if your muscles in your hands are getting tired. If you draw smaller, which I want to draw big because I want you guys to be able to see it easy. But if you draw smaller, you don't have as big of an area to color. Okay, and then his paws. What do you guys think? Does it look like Clifford? I think it does really. It does look like Clifford. So I guess we'll keep this one. I still don't like that lip, but it is what it is. And see if you can spot today in our story where you see a smiling Clifford when he's getting his teeth checked. All right. So now I'm going to write Clifford on here. CLIFFORD. And my name, Mrs. Holt. Don't forget to write your names kindergarten style. Love you guys. See you later.